Imagine someone watching your every move. They know your favorite book, your coffee order, the window you always forget to close. They say all the right things. You finally feel seen, and you get to have this connection that you've never had with someone before, and you didn't even know it was possible. But what if that person was never who they seemed? This is a story of a man who loves deeply, obsessively, dangerously. And by the time you realize what he is, well, it's already too late. It starts out like a romance novel. Boy meets girl in a quaint New York bookstore. She's witty, blonde, effortlessly charming, and you're just drawn to her magnetism against your better judgment. And let's face it, she's your high school bully. But she's also so much more complex than that. Her name is Guinevere Beck, and she's a struggling writer chasing her dreams out in the big city. So she's so brave and so tormented at the same time. Now him, on the other hand, he's thoughtful, well-read, quietly intense. He compliments her choices. He listens. He remembers. Very important. Something I can't do to save my life. That's a story for another day. And he watches her walk out of the store. He smiles. But then he follows. You see, for him, it wasn't a meet cute. It was a beginning. It was a claim. He learns everything about her, like she's a case study. He learns where she lives, who her friends are, what posts she deletes, hides, what she wants to keep from the rest of the world, her very sacred, integral, private world in her mind. He infiltrates and violates. He waits and watches from the shadows. He stands outside her apartment and waits for the most opportune moment to break in unnoticed and break into her life. He steals her phone, reads through every message. And all the while, he frames it as love. I mean, he's just trying to protect her. Let me ask you this. Who's going to protect her from him and what he does next? Beck's best friend, Peach Salinger, sees something's off with him. Now, Peach, she's gorgeous, rich, smart, suspicious. She's the other high school mean girl that we all had to deal with. And she doesn't trust him. And he knows it. So there's that unspoken thing between the two of them. They don't like each other, but they don't say it so much with words. So what's a stalker to do but watch her too? Now she's also on the list. He tracks her, lies to Beck, follows her on a run with a rock in his hand. Plot twist, she survives the first time. But Peach was never going to survive being an obstacle. Not for this highly motivated stalker. Now, Beck starts going to therapy, as is very common for people dealing with grief. And I'll be the first to say it. It's very helpful. Very smart of Beck. Good Beck. Her therapist is named Dr. Nikki. And she begins to open up to Joe about the pressure that she's under and all the confusion and the lies and how that's just, messing with her. But to Joe, Dr. Nikki isn't helping Beck. No, he's taking her away from him and poisoning the love that they share together. So the therapist, Dr. Nikki, has made himself the next threat. I mean, he's a liability because in Joe's world, love demands sacrifice. So he starts to see Dr. Nikki under an alias, of course. And though he'll never admit it, he learns Dr. Nikki is quite the therapist. He really knows his stuff. But that doesn't matter because Joe discovers what he needs to and sees that his suspicions check out, and there was romance happening between Dr. Nikki and Beck. But before Joe could even do anything about that, his plans are harshly put on hold when a situation that he wasn't prepared for happens, and Beck stumbles upon the truth of who Joe is. She sees it for herself. He finds his entire shrine where he has all his keepsakes, the teeth, Peach's and Benji's. Oh, we completely glossed over Benji at the beginning when Joe first met Beck. It was this guy she was seeing. And the reason we never really went into him is because I felt like he was a totally unnecessary target for Joe to take care of, considering he didn't even really like Beck that much. He even blatantly said that to Joe, but being the crazed, obsessed stalker he was, he did what he felt he needed to do, like he's doing now, by trapping Beck in this underground glass cage beneath the bookstore. It's soundproof and it was built to preserve books, and now it's preserving something a bit more precious. While having her caged like a wild animal, all Joe wants is for her to understand, to forgive him, to realize that he did this all for her, all for their love. It's all for Beck. He's showing, this is the greatest testament, that there's no line he won't cross. There's nothing he won't do for their love. But Beck, she fights. She's our brave girl. She puts that pen to the paper and exercises her virtuoso skill at writing, and she writes the truth. It's very compelling. She tries to escape. She almost does. But almost is never enough. No. As Ariana Grande would say. Beck is found dead. And it's a good thing for Joe that he didn't end up killing the therapist, because he pins this whole thing on him and lets Dr. Nikki take the fall. Joe walks free, charming, quiet, unassuming. An innocent guy back behind the counter selling books, smiling at strangers. He's still out there, waiting, watching. And you've probably passed by someone just like him. Actually, you might know someone just like him, because this isn't just any story. This is the story of Joe Goldberg. He doesn't want to be just loved. He wants to be your everything. If he can't have you, no one can. And in case this entire story doesn't sound familiar to you at all, this was the plot of season 1 of the popular Netflix series You, which I believe the last and final season is finally out today. So let me know in the comments if you are a You fanatic, or if this was the first time you've ever heard any of these names. Guinevere Beck, Joe Goldberg, played by the famous and very endearing Penn Badgley, which makes all the feelings for his charming psycho stalker so conflicting. I would just love to know what you heard of this story and whether it was familiar to you or not. So if you liked this video, make sure to press like to let me know. I can count how many of you did. Subscribe to the channel for more just like it, and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss your possible next favorite video you've ever seen. And I also want to give a huge, gigantic thank you and all the love to our incredible donation heroes. I love you guys with all my heart. These videos simply would not be possible without you. So if you'd also like to help donate, you can click the link in the description. Even just the smallest contribution goes such a long way and makes such a huge impact on the channel. Until next time, make sure you guys stay on the lookout, keep an eye out for an adventure, and most importantly, stay safe.